Okay, this week I have I'm answering a question that was given to me by my lovely lady boyfriend, Olivia, and that is, you know, in regard to handling presenting as female, at least when I started out, and the challenges that you face and how I dealt with them and things like that. I just want to clarify that I certainly don't pass 100% right now, and so maybe I don't really know all that much of what I'm talking about, but I certainly have gotten past that first hurdle of huge apprehension in going out in public dressed as myself. So when I very before started to take hormones, I pretty much I was terrified, basically, of going out dressed as female and being laughed at, or having people, be mean to me or something like that. So when I very first started, my plan was to take hormones for 2 to 4 years, and get to a point where I think in trans circles they call it boy mode fail. So to the point where I could be wearing male clothing and going out, and people would still think I was a girl, and at that point start wearing female clothes, and that just speaks to the amount of fear that I had of the social stigma associated with being visibly trans. So that was where I started from, but the very first thing that I did was I painted my nails with a clear coat, and I shaved my body hair. This was before hormones, and at that time I was kind of really I really wanted to get on hormones, but I had to wait some time, or at least I thought I had to wait some time at the time, and so yeah, I just shaved my body hair and painted my nails with clear coat. From there, I went out a few times with makeup on, but in male clothes. So that was interesting. I remember one time in particular, I went to a nightclub dressed in male clothing, but with my makeup done up, and my makeup was my ex-girlfriend Nai. By the way, for watching this, Nai, I love you, and you've been very supportive of me, and thank you for everything. But her and some of her friends, they helped me with makeup and things like that, and it was pretty good. My makeup looked quite good, but I was wearing male clothes, so I went out to a nightclub and had fun, and even. What quite interesting was when we were dancing, a guy on the dance floor complimented me. He said, but he was like, "Hey man, I really like your makeup," and I was like, "Oh, thanks." But then later on, at the bar, I ordered some food, and my friends were meeting with some random guys, just out having fun. And some of those guys who'd never seen me before, one of them said, well, why is that girl dressed in men's clothing? So that was kind of nice. It felt good. Um, and but later on, I went to use the washroom, and I went into the washroom, and there was a bathroom attendant and three guys at the urinals, and I just went over and sort of stood by the bathroom attendant, and then the three guys, they were really weird. They looked at me and they're like, "Oh, there's a lady boy in here." I think they didn't know that because to white people I can look Asian, and I was in Cambodia, so maybe they thought I was Cambodian or something. So anyway, they all stood at the urinals until all of them had finished peeing, and then they all went to the sinks and washed their hands and all walked out, and I was like, okay. And then the bathroom attendant walks out, and as he's walking out, he does the double take at me, but he does it he did it 5 times. I was like, what, why, you're really giving me a quintuple take? That's ridiculous. Anyway, so then I was like, okay, I'm gonna pee now, and then I went up to the urinal, and then some Cambodian guy just like ran in and like stared at my dick while I was peeing, and I was like, okay, that's good. Maybe I should start using the women's room. Um, so after that, I didn't try dressing in male clothes with female makeup on, and I mean you can do it if you want, obviously, but you might get a sort of weird reaction like I did. Uh, but I do think that the nail polish and things like that, wearing light makeup, that can help ease you into it and help you get over the fear, because you can kind of take the fear one step at a time. Anyway, sometime after that, I was hosting a party, and I decided I'm going to also do the same thing. This was once I was on hormones, of course, but I wasn't on for very long. I think maybe 4 or 5 months. I think that's 4 or 5 months into hormones is when I started um, doing the makeup stuff. Before that, I was just painting my nails. Um, so I also had a wonderful Taiwanese girlfriend, and she helped. She was actually like working in the cosmetics industry for some time, so she gave me a lot of really good tips about how to do makeup, and so I used those tips, and also my ex-girlfriend Nye was very supportive and helped me with a lot of things, and her friends helped me with a lot of things. Her friends loved it, actually. They came over and they were helping me try on clothes, and doing my hair and my nails, and it was really nice. So I had a lot of support from friends, and I definitely suggest that you get support from some girlfriends. That can really help. Um, so I started doing that, and then after that, uh, I gradually sort of worked up to dressing as female and going out. And the first time I went out in the daytime as female, it was when my poker friend from Macau was coming to visit me, and we're going to go play a poker tournament. So I went to the airport to pick him up, and I'll post a photo of how I looked when I went to the airport to pick him up. I had these big, crazy, crazy wide eyebrows. Not that now they're like amazing or anything, but at that time they were like crazy, crazy thick eyebrows, and very interesting makeup. I thought I looked okay at the time. I don't think so now, but probably I'll look at how I look now in 1 year and also think that I don't look very good. So, it's a process. But anyway, so I went to the airport, and as I was standing waiting, I got all sorts of dirty looks, especially from Muslim women. Uh, and anyway, but when my friend arrived, it was good, and I decided that when my friend arrived, I wasn't going to go out dressed as male ever again. And that's because my friend was very supportive of me, and we were going to sort of a different city for this poker tournament, and it was just a good time to switch. And then I went to the poker tournament, and everybody there was. I got a few dirty looks from some people, but by and large, all of the other poker players there were very courteous and nice. I didn't have a single rude comment, so that's very, very good, obviously. And uh, and my friend was obviously very accepting, and we have a good time every time we're hanging out, and that wasn't an exception. So yeah, just that really helped, having close friends and things like that. I have another close friend who was not necessarily fully accepting, but very tolerant of me, and he would be happy to go out for dinner with me or whatever, and wouldn't care, or would be tolerant of me being dressed in female clothes, and that also helped. And basically, yeah, you need to rely on your close friends, and get your girlfriends to help you with makeup. Try some stuff out. And the bottom line, though, is that you're going to look silly when you first start. I mean, unless you're super lucky, you're going to look silly when you first start, and you just kind of have to get over it. One of the ways that I dealt with it was like keeping a journal of what I was wearing, and then sort of trying to figure out what helped me pass and what didn't. And like, for example, I found out that wearing short sleeve shirts for me is really bad, and really negatively affects my ability to pass, and wearing long sleeve shirts makes it a little bit easier. So that's something that I've done, and maybe I'll discover something else from that. But even if you don't really discover it, or if even it doesn't help you that much in terms of that sort of stuff, I still would suggest that you do it, because if you do it, like, you can kind of remove the personal aspect of it and sort of can treat it like a science project or a research project or something like that. And at least for me anyway, that sort of thing helps me to deal a little bit better with the social stigma. All that being said, I still do suffer from, if anybody looks my way, I think they're staring at me in disapproval. And when people look at me, I know I do get some dirty looks. I'm not sure to what degree it's social anxiety or what, but it's not easy. It's not easy, but at the end of the day, you just have to do it, and the more that you do it, then the less apprehension you feel about it. And like now, like I don't have any male clothes, so I go out dressed as myself all the time, and that's all there is to it. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I have to say about clothing and stuff, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Take care.